Good afternoon, sir. Let me just finish ringing him up and I'll be right with you.
No problem. Thanks a lot.
Sure thing. Have a seat. There's free coffee and water available. Okay, sir. After the engine replacement, your total comes to $5,550 and, 50 cents. Will that be in cash or check?
Well, I only get paid once a month, and I spent my last check on heart surgery, so I guess I'll have to put this on the credit card.
No problem. We accept everything but Discover. And if that's all you have, then we'll gladly accept your firstborn. Just kidding.
Well, I've got a MasterCard, so I guess my son's off the hook this time. He sure could use a job, though. It'd get him out of my basement.
Great. Let's just swipe that here and we'll get you fixed right up.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good.
Also, just to let you know, the engine is in and hooked back up, but after we started her up, we noticed some loud clanking sounds. Now, we can fix that here, so sometime next week, just come on back by and we'll get that repaired for you right in a jiffy.
Thanks a lot, young man. Have a good one.
All right, now, here's your receipt, and you have yourself a great day. Yeah, sucker. Hey, yes, sir. Come on up. How can I rip you, how can I help you today?
I'm just looking for the $39 oil change. It's time for one, and I saw your ad in the paper.
Yes, sir, no problem. We can get you fixed up in a jiffy. Now, how many miles is on your car right now?
181,000 miles. Car's doing real well, though.
Ooh, well, I would recommend a high mileage oil. We want it to keep running well. However, that means the oil change is actually going to run you about $49. The $39 change is for conventional oil.
Well, that's still pretty good. Let's go with that.
Great. All right, sir, take it easy in here. We'll pull the car in and get you fixed right up.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amber Jones, writer of the book Cheating Will Solve All
Some
Your
TV they
Problems.
got in here.
For the
Oh,
last 6
freaking
years, I've toured the
commercials.
country interviewing thousands of individuals and families and have made some startling discoveries.
Sir,
Yes?
have you taken a look at your air filter lately?
Oh, well, actually, I changed it last month. Why?
Well, here it is. This is what you're breathing, sir. All that dirt and grime, pretty bad. But we stock them here, so we can certainly change it for you right in a jiffy. Cost is $39.
I just changed it. I think it'd probably be fine, but, I can certainly just do it myself, so...
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me show you what happens when you get it real dirty, and maybe you'll change your mind.
Wait a minute.
There now, you see? That's what the filter looks like after you cover it in oil. Isn't that amazing?
What the hell did you do that for? You just dunked my air filter in oil. Now it has to be changed.
Well, lucky for you, we stock them here.
Ugh, unreal. Well, I guess I have no choice now, asshole.
Sir, there's no reason to get defensive. I'm just trying to get you out of here as fast as possible.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but it's already been 20 minutes.
Let me go put this in and we'll have you fixed up in a jiffy.
What in the world is that sound over there? What is he doing? What the hell is he doing? Is that a knife? What the hell, man? I just saw you slash my tires.
Sir, I'm sure that accusation won't hold up in a court of law, but nevertheless, on an unrelated note, you're gonna need new tires.
You think? This is unbelievable. First you dunk my air filter in oil, then you slash my tires? I want to speak to your manager.
Well, if you feel that way, I'll go and get them. What seems to be the problem, sir?
Your attendant just slashed my tires. That's the problem. And before that, he dunked my air filter in oil. I came in here for an oil change, And all I'm getting are more problems.
Sir, calm down. Here's the thing. We stock tires, so there's no problem. We'll just sell you a new set, and you'll be on your way in a jiffy.
Listen, Bub, I'm going to sue you in a jiffy. How about that?
Sir, I'm not sure you quite understand what's going on here.
What the?
Here's the rub. You're gonna buy some new tires and the new air filter and also a new battery, I think. Then we'll change your oil. You got that?
This is crazy. You're insane.
I'm just running a business, my friend. Now, do we have a problem?
Fine. I'll just buy whatever you want. Just let me get the hell out of here.
Good. Now have a seat. And we'll have you right out of here in a jiffy. Hello, ma'am. Let me just finish ringing him up and I'll be right with you. Okay, sir. After the oil change, new tires, air filter, and battery, your total comes up to $1,110 and, what the hell, 10 cents. Will that be cash or check?
I guess I have to put this on the credit card. I don't have $1,000 cash, that's for sure.
No problem, sir. We accept everything but Discover. And if that's all you got, we'll gladly accept your firstborn. Just kidding, sir. Also, we noticed a leak in your oil pan after we did the change, but we stock pans here, so come on by next week and we'll get that changed up for you right in a jiffy. Here's your receipt. Have a nice day, and don't forget to tell your friends about Jiffy Oil, our lube.
Yeah, sure. Dear God. Live from the AOK production house.
Yeah.
Studio number 2. I'm Nick O'Kelly.
Oh, hi, Nick. How are you, buddy?
Good, I'm good, Derek. How's it going?
Good. I'm Derek Daisy, if you didn't already know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
they do know. They tune in for me.
It's a good thing that they know that you're here, that I know.
That's right.
That you know.
I mean, they tune in for me. I'm like the Beyonce of Destiny's Child. Okay?
You know what's funny?
What?
Speaking of Beyonce,
What?
I don't know her name, but I happened to catch a little bit of America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't know that Simon was doing that.
Yeah.
Simon from.
Yeah.
So what? Did he just get tired of people singing and now he's going to watch them shooting themselves out of cannons or what?
Yeah, he's not as mean on that, I've noticed.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they don't. Half of them don't even. I mean, the one I saw today.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a girl who, and I have a point for this, but
Okay.
let me just tell you the story.
Please.
It was a girl who, her dad had been on the show shooting himself out of a cannon over a helicopter. Like that was the talent.
Okay.
So, first of all, for me, that talent is up for debate.
Isn't it talent?
That's what I said. I mean, I could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So maybe the talent is
Not being afraid?
being really stupid.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Well, anyway, so that's fine. I mean, at least it's an Evel Knievel. I can get on board with the shooting out of the cannon. It's over a helicopter. All right, fine.
I saw this one, it might have been a British one, and it might have been a while ago. I just saw it in our break room, but it was like this guy comes out, and he's like, hey, he's a real funny old guy, and he's like, well, here's some, lyrics to songs that we think it sounds like, and then he would hear, I don't know, any pop culture song, and he would just pull out these cards that had the lyrics that's what it sounds like, but that's not really what it is. Of course, I don't have any good examples. But that was his whole act, and I think he got voted forward to the quarterfinals or something. I'm like, well, I could pull out a card. Jesus. God, your talent is just...
Well, so the guy...
Yeah.
His daughter goes on this particular episode, and the guy's on backstage, and they're showing shots of him or whatever.
Yeah.
And she gets on stage, and she's got the same kind of outfit on, stunt devil kind of person. I'm like, okay, what's she gonna do? Tightrope walk or something?
Yep.
She's like, I'm gonna do the exploding coffin. Now, let me just ask you this: what do you think that means?
Oh, I think the first thing I imagined was a person climbing into a coffin, closing it, and then blowing it up.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh. Do I win something? I guess not.
So, no.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
Oh.
So she literally got in a box.
Yeah.
And it blew up.
Did she die?
No.
Oh, she was
and
alive.
It was all like dramatic, like, oh my God. Dum, 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 and
Simon's like, ah!
and she's like laying on the ground, and they're like, is she dead? And she starts moving. And her defense for why she should go forward was to say to Simon, you want to come do it with me? Oh, okay, and they voted her forward.
Yeah,
like, that was
really?
it. Like,
God
that was
dang
it.
Remember
And I
when
was like, what?
Remember when you had to be a good singer? I mean,
yeah.
Jeez.
What? What is that?
Yeah.
I mean, Chinese acrobats or something, but what's going on? So anyway, I brought up America's Got Talent because I didn't know who was on it, but one of the judges is Scary Spice from the Spice Girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wow. Okay.
And then Tara Banks is the host.
Yeah. Oh, because what's his face left? Nick Cannon left last year or something.
So it's like you said Beyonce made me think of it. Like, What are they doing today? Well, Scary Spice is sitting beside Howie, whatever his face is, on America's Got Talent.
Howard Mandel. Yeah.
Howie Mandel.
You know who Scary Spice is, but Howie Mandel, nope.
Watching people
He was
blow
the
up in
maker
boxes.
of Bobby's World.
I know, I love Bobby's World.
I did too. Though when I watch it now, he was really just talking like this, and he was providing the voice of Bobby, and I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible. Like, but as a kid, it was fine.
It makes me wonder, how did the reinvention of Howie Mandel really happen? I mean, plus in Bobby's World, he had a fro.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You think he lost his hair, or he just decided to go bald?
Probably a combination of both.
Yeah.
He probably had some
Can
hair.
Can you imagine a half-moon shaped fro?
No.
But he came back with the game show, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I mean...
Deal or No Deal, right?
I love Deal or No. It was a great show. And he was great on it. But where was he in the middle? I mean, he did that weird movie about monsters with Fred Savage.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
But
Little Monsters, I think.
Little Monsters, that's the one. I hear he's extremely OCD. Like, you can't shake his hand and all that.
Well, I can believe it. Let me put it that way. Because he's very clean.
Yeah. Like, I think I've only ever seen him hug, like, one person on the show. But, yeah, then who was somebody that came off of there? There was Grace Vanderwall. Did you ever see her? She was like a little 12-year-old. It was like last year, a year and a half ago. She went on America's Got Talent, and she went up and played the ukulele. Her sister signed up and got her in there, and she played the ukulele and wrote this really pretty song, but she has like this voice like she's like a 20-year-old.
Oh, really?
She's 12, And it was very good. And then she went on and won the whole thing. And now she's opening up for Imagine Dragon. She's touring with them right now.
That's pretty cool.
Like in a year, her career really blew up.
So does it work? I mean, I don't watch the show. Does it work the same way as America Can Sing or whatever the heck it's called?
American Idol.
American Idol.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing? Like
no,
they have
they don't. You don't get like a record deal. Really, the prize is I think you get $1 million and you get a residency in Vegas.
Well, but I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so for like 3 months or
so
whatever.
they have a magician or something. You go
to Vegas for a couple months, and that's it. And then you got $1 million. I think what she bought with her $1 million, part of it was a really, really nice treehouse. It was like nicer.
Oh, you're not kidding.
It's nicer than this house, Nick. That's how nice a treehouse it is.
So, but I mean, how do you win though? Do they have like a playoff kind of deal going on like American Idol?
Yeah, people vote and all that. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't. These shows, there's so many of them now. I just can't imagine.
Yeah, The Voice and all that. I stopped because American Idol. The thing I did not like about the show is they focus so much on the terrible people.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, well, like they would turn good people away because they wanted to save time for bad people. And I'm like, well, I mean, I guess that's entertainment, but that doesn't really showcase anything. It breaks your heart.
The only real star,
Yeah.
the only real star that came out was Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. Well, I mean, her and Kelly Not Kelly Pickler a little bit.
Chris Daughtry lost, but he lost.
He lost, but he won in the end, right?
Yeah, right. That's my point. He should have won.
Yeah.
I remember that being the reason that I was like, no, I'm done.
Well, who's the country artist? Carrie Underwood.
Did she come from there?
Yeah, she did.
I forgot about
She's a
that.
big country artist. She's probably outsold Kelly Clarkson.
But
I believe.
You got like Clay Aiken. I don't know where he is these days. Ruben
but he
Studdard.
did a lot.
That
Well,
was the
Ruben
same
Studdard
year.
didn't do anything, and I think you stopped. And I remember, if you remember first season of American Idol, it was Kelly and Justin. Justin was the one.
And they had that movie.
They did. I saw him on Broadway.
Oh, really?
He was in the American Idiot Broadway show for Green Day.
Okay.
And it was really weird because he didn't have an afro.
Did you see that play?
Yeah, I saw it in Broadway.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was fine. The only thing is, like, there's a lot of cussing in it because it's about all these punk rockers and stuff. And it would just be like, let's go kick those fuckers, and like it's so unnatural. Like nobody says things like that, and I couldn't get behind the dialogue. But
I mean, obviously, I think that's Green Day's magnum opus.
Yeah.
I haven't liked anything since then by them. But it's such a great album, and it really says something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wondered if the play, I saw that they did a play, I wonder if it was any good.
It did. I mean, it was fine. I wasn't like upset that I saw it. What the really cool ending is at the very end of the show, all the cast members walk out with acoustic guitars and they sing Time of Your Life.
That's pretty cool.
Good riddance. Of
Very
course,
cool.
you can tell most of them don't know how to play guitar. So there's a few that are doing it because it's a very simple song to play on guitar.
Did you see this while you were in New York?
Yeah.
So like on Broadway? Very cool.
One of our professors, Dr. Fish, was there because the Vernaculars, which was a college group that Nick and I were a part
check
of
them out.
for 4 years. They were playing in Hard Rock Cafe, and I went and met him and all that. And he said, "Hey, I got a couple tickets for American Idiot if you want to come." I was like, "Yeah, sure." So me and Dennis Reed,
that's cool.
went and saw it. Yeah,
neat.
It was. It was a really cool show. It was a good time. That's the last time I saw him. Both
Dennis,
of them.
Dennis?
Both Dennis and Dr. Fish.
Yeah. Dennis is doing some stuff.
Yeah, he's got
Inspire the Fire.
Inspire the Fire is his big one. He also went on America's Got Talent and got really far.
I did see that clip on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of course, they were great.
Yeah, they were. And, he did a lot of things for, he met with like Hillary Clinton for Charlotte, like back when she was running for president. He met with her. I mean, regardless of political affiliations, it's just cool that she set up a meeting to meet with him and a few people because she felt he was a good representation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat.
So that's neat, And then he's doing a lot for youth and the youth in, Charlotte.
Yeah.
For kids who
That's really cool.
Yeah, just kind of keep them straight. So that's neat.
Well, I had a lot of fun this week putting that skit together.
Yeah. Nick wrote that. So Nick's getting a little bit more creative with the script writing. I guess he felt empowered after I was doing it. And he's like, these scripts suck. So he did one. That was funny. I laughed because you just sent me this script. I picked a couple characters to do.
Yep.
And sent it over to you, and I was like, "All right, well, that's it." And then you put everything together.
It was fun. It was, and I was inspired. So I have a story.
Yeah.
Because I think it's generally hilarious when you go to these places. You know, of course, it's inspired by Jiffy Lube. I don't care if we say the name because they're not going to sponsor us anyway, especially after that skit.
Yeah, hopefully not.
It's funny. While I was in there, I was actually Googling on my phone things to look for at Jiffy Lube because I hadn't been in a while. There's a couple of local establishments around Charleston that are like Speedy. Speedy, if you would like to sponsor the show. No.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, please. And there's another one too, Pit Stop, I think. These are local to Charleston. And the times that I've been there, the experience is much better. I don't feel like I'm being haggled. I don't feel like it's a used car lot when I walk in there.
No.
I mean, I think everyone does the air filter thing. That's kind of standard.
Yeah.
But what they don't do at the local places is show me a dirty air filter.
Yeah.
And when I Googled this, and this is while I was waiting. Now, when I walked in, let me start at the beginning. When I walked into this Jiffy Lube, this was hilarious.
Do you have any music?
Yes.
Yeah, just for the story.
I do. Let's just Well, hey, let's just do the one that I did during the thing, huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Here we go.
I love this music.
I know. So
this
happy.
is like family sitcom music or something.
Yeah. All right, do it.
So I walk into the Jiffy Lube, and there is literally an old man there, just like in the skit. Not super. I think the one in the skit was an exaggerated elderly man.
Yeah.
This guy was, I don't know, 65, 70 maybe. Had Dickies pants on, you know, so obviously still working. And his truck was in there. And I walk in and I hear the guy saying to him, listen, you know, you're really going to have to get this thing changed. You know, we ran a test on it. It's old. He was talking about his battery.
Oh, okay.
And the guy, I kid you not, says, well, you know, I only get paid once a month, and I kind of already spent my last check. You know, I had to have surgery, and my
Social
wife.
Security, probably, huh?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Some check. He didn't say. He just said his check. He's like, and I'm running low. I really don't have enough money to do it. And the guy's like, look, I understand, but we got it in stock. So you come on back when you get your check, no problem.
Yeah.
And he goes out, and the guy's kind of, you know, walking around, and the dude comes back in 4 or 5 minutes later and says, look, you really got to change this battery. And he's hounding this poor guy. And the guy's like, well, I guess I can just put it on my credit card. And I wanted to be like, no.
That's how they get you. They're like that every time.
Now, my
Keep going.
car had still not been pulled in.
Okay.
This interchange took 10 minutes. And I thought to myself, I've made a mistake.
You have.
And I thought, I'm just going to wait it out because where am I going to? I mean, I don't want to leave and go somewhere else and then have to wait again.
Yeah.
So he goes back out to change the battery, and all of a sudden I hear this clanging noise, which is another sound effect I used. This, I kid you, like bang, and I look out the window, and he's got a hammer and a chisel going at his battery. A literal chisel.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
What the heck is this guy doing out there?
Yeah.
This goes on for 30 minutes.
And
I'm not kidding.
They didn't even take your car yet?
No, my car has still not been brought in.
Oh,
30 minutes
God.
this is going on. I felt so bad for this guy. Turned out it was his positive pole was corroded, you know.
Is that a joke?
No, the positive pole on his truck battery was so corroded they had to take a chisel to it to get the thing off.
Wow.
So 45 minutes in, they pull my car in and start working on it.
Yeah.
And they pull the whole... I'm looking out into the thing. I mean, again, you can't make this stuff up. I'm looking into the garage. The guy is literally looking at my air filter.
Yeah.
And he looks through the window and shakes his head no at the guy who's talking to me at the cash register.
Yeah.
And that guy then proceeds to go under the desk and pull out a dirty air filter and showed it to me and said, this is your air filter.
He straight up lied to you?
Yeah, because I'm looking at the guy checking my air filter. I can see him doing it.
Yeah.
And he's showing me a dirty air filter. And this is one of the tips in Google. It says they keep a demo air filter.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, you don't think that they're actually going to be that stupid.
Yeah.
But he did it. I said, nah, man, I can change it myself, really. He's like, all right, you're breathing this, you know, and he's flipping through the air filter telling me, you're breathing this. So if you wanted to, okay, all right, okay. I'm like, no, man, I'll change it myself.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, you know.
Jesus.
And then they ended up selling me a new oil pan screw. So he brings in a screw, and I didn't see him take it off, so I don't know. But the edges of it were rounded off, little nut that holds it in. He's like, we don't feel comfortable putting this back in. It's only $7. We'll sell you another one.
What?
Now, that could have been true. I don't know.
I don't feel comfortable screwing this back in. Maybe try screwing it back in. You don't get to make
this was an hour and 10 minutes in when this happened. I was like, $7. All right, fine. Just do it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready to leave. And there's a kid running around inside of there screaming his head off, and you know, all these
Snuff
people.
him. No.
Oh, it was awful. So that was my Jiffy Lube experience.
God, man. How much
I'll never go there again.
How much did it cost you?
I think it was, how much was it?
I don't know.
$75, $80.
Yeah.
Like
there's a Jiffy Lube in Delaware that I went to on Route 1 in Lewis. I remember I went there regularly because, you know, it was a Toyota Camry at the time. It was a 96 Camry, and I was going there like, you know, not 2000 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008,
Yeah.
when I was home.
Yeah.
And I'd always go there. And sometimes, I just got in and out with the oil. Yeah, no big deal. Sometimes they would upsell me for the long distance oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one time, it's funny you talk about air filters because this guy pulled one out and said, yeah, you got a real bad air filter and yeah, you're going to want to change that. It's going to cost like $30. I'm like, 30? All right. Well, I mean, if you think I should, okay. Because I'm really terrible in high sales situations.
Yeah.
Like,
which is funny because you've been in sales.
Well, but I wasn't then, right?
Yeah.
I only ever did music and worked at Cold Stone.
Yeah.
And I was a busboy at one point. I'll give you a story about sales in a minute, but with that though, I go in and he's like, yeah, this is real bad. You're going to want to clean it. I'm like, okay. So I'm waiting, and they're doing all this stuff. And at the end, he's like, oh, your car doesn't have an air filter. It's going to be blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? But you told me that my air filter was dirty. So yeah, they're trained to just say, you know what? Doesn't matter if it's dirty or not. Yeah. And they did. I mean, luckily that time that guy was honest. But I've seen like undercover videos from like Dateline and stuff where they like have camera crews watching and the guy like pretends to do the oil and they just don't do anything. And they're like, it's good. Send it. And like them not actually doing what they're supposed to do. And some managers, like, it's kind of like the Wells Fargo of oil, if you will, because I mean they're under pressure to do these high sales situations where it's profit. When you're that spread out, when you got companies that big, it's all about profit and bottom dollar, right? You got to do whatever you got to do. They probably hire salespeople first, mechanics second.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we've talked about. It's the death of retail. Yeah. Everything's coming to be like this.
Yeah.
Everywhere's an upsell. Yeah. No matter where you go.
Yeah.
They upsell you at Hardee's. They upsell you at Jiffy Lube. Wherever. It doesn't matter.
Are these places that you frequent, Nick? Every day I go to Hardee's and these bastards. Every time I just want the extra large, not the extra large.
No, but I mean, I think fast food may have been where it began because it started out, you want to upsize that?
Yeah. Oh, I remember. Cold Stone Creamery. Do you want to make that a gotta have it? And, like, no, I just want to love it.
Do you want to make that I feel really bad about myself bucket?
But it gotta have, it's only 30 cents more and you're going to get almost twice the ice cream. You're like, well, 30 cents for twice the ice cream?
I know.
All right, load me up.
This is like at the theater, You go to the theater and you want the small because the small is the only cup that is a normal size.
Right. Everything else exceeds the bladder by about 300%.
Yeah, it's a literal bucket.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a cooler. Just a cooler full of soda.
I know it's a long movie, but I don't need that much soda,
Nick, have you ever walked through a mall and those sales kiosks?
I used to work in one.
Oh, what'd you work in one?
Well, at Radio Shack, we bought the Sprint kiosk that was directly outside of our store.
Oh, so you worked that?
And I worked the...
Oh, God.
We would switch because we owned it, so we would switch out because Radio Shack became all about selling phones.
Right.
So the employees would switch out. Sometimes we'd work out in the kiosk, and because that's all we got commission off of.
Right.
So that's where we'd want to work. Yeah, I did it.
Okay. Well, did you ever sell lotion?
No, but I've had this done. But you go ahead.
All right. I was working on a cruise ship. I was
cruise ship.
Yeah, that's right. I was a musician on a cruise ship. Did it for 6 months. That's right. And we got to San Diego. I always went to this mall called Horton Plaza. It was like an outside mall.
Horton Here's a Who?
I don't know. There was like a Sam Goodies there and, bookstore and all that. And I always got sushi. But anyways, I'm walking down and it's like this lady had a sixth sense. Like she knew she had a sucker coming. But not only that, like I was probably a good 30 yards away from her. And she pointed with her finger and said, "You." And I'm like, no. I literally said out loud, no, because I know I'm about to get pushed into it. And she pulls me over. It's like, yo, your skin, it feels very rough. Well, let's get some of this salt here. So it's from the Dead Sea. And she starts rubbing it onto my hand. You're like, see how much smoother it is? I'm like, well, yeah, that's pretty smooth. And then she's like, here, let's try it on your face. And I'm like, oh, yeah, my face does feel smoother. Wow, that's pretty good. She's like, all right, well, that's going to be $350 to get you for this screen, for this and this. I'm like, No, I don't have $350. That's not happening. I'm sorry.
I work on a cruise ship.
Yeah, I made really good money on a cruise ship. But that being said, I was like, no. She's like, okay, you know what? You're a cute guy. I'm like, well, thank you. I'm gonna knock that down. Knock that down to $250. I'm like, no, I don't need Dead Sea salt and cream to make me smooth. I promise. Nobody cares. So she knocks me down to $200, and then I said yes.
You got a $200 bottle of lotion.
Oh my God, that's why.
Do you still have it?
I had it until 2014, and it was because my wife had unscrewed it enough where the liquid seeped out, so it was just salt. She got me, and that's the thing. But after I started doing sales, the last time I got approached. Actually, no, I got duped then too at the mall. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just sold an iPad Pro, third party seller. It was like I was meeting somebody for Craigslist, sold my iPad Pro in a mall, and on my way out, I have like $800 in my hand. I'm like, all right, feeling good.
Here it goes.
Stupid woman sees me. She got me for $70 at soaps, and it's always stuff that I'm never going to use.
Yeah, of course it is.
God dang it.
I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty good at it. When it comes to something like that, I can. My problem is with when you go into these oil change places.
Yeah.
I second guess myself. I'm like, I
know.
High mileage oil.
That's the whole point, because you don't know. But what kind of car do you have? Which one are you driving?
Well, I drive a Honda Accord. It's a 2003. But it has 185,000 miles on it.
High mileage oil, blow me. That car didn't need high mileage. Jesus.
I know.
Just standard. Why don't you take it to the dealership? I'm just curious.
Well, actually, I have a place I normally would take it where I trust the people, I know the people, but it's way out in Monk's Corner.
Oh.
And this particular day, I did this on my lunch break because it was time to get it done. I wasn't going to have another chance. We traveled this past weekend, so I said, I'm just going to go in. There was nobody there except the one truck, which ended up taking an hour because of a stupid battery.
Right.
But literally, other than the truck that was already in the bay, there was no one there, and the Speedy that I passed had a line wrapped around the building. So that's why I pulled in there.
That's the first hint. Nobody's going to Jiffy Lube.
I know. It's my fault. It's all my fault. Normally, I would take it to it's a mechanic that I know who's done work for me.
Yeah.
We know each other. I trust him. He does not. He did a bang up job on the repairs I did when I first got this car.
Yeah.
There were several things. I had new brakes and several components had gone bad, and gave me a discount and everything. So normally that's where I would go, but it's just so far to go. That day I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Meineke?
No, I don't think so.
It's funny. They have like this online thing where you can book an appointment to get your oil changed. So I did that, right? So this is what I did. I called first. I'm like, yeah, I like to book an appointment. Lady's like, listen, I'm really busy today. You don't want to come down today. You can book one for tomorrow. Have you been on our website? I'm like, oh, no. Well, if you go on our website, you can book a slot there. Just do that. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I go on the slot. I book it for 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
I get there at 8:55. I'm like, yeah, here. Hey, I'm here for my oil change. And he's like, okay, well, it's about a 2-hour wait. I'm like, oh, no, I have an appointment. I booked online. And he's like, oh, we don't check that. Like, but
of course, why would they?
I called yesterday. A lady told me to do it. Yeah, we don't even look at that. So it's going to be about a 2-hour wait.
Dear God. I mean, this is the kind of stuff once again, I mean, this is why retail, you want to know why malls are closing?
Yeah.
Why retail shops are dying?
Why?
You want some wisdom?
Sure.
Because they've shot themselves in the foot. They don't sell anything in the store. The customer service has gone down the toilet, Yeah. You can't, the one place that does the online thing right is Sports Clips or even Great Clips.
Great Clips, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
You check in online. It does a countdown.
Yeah.
When you arrive, if you're not if it's not your turn, you're like the next one up.
Yeah. I rarely
love
have to
that
wait
system.
very long. And also, they don't really try to upsell you too much. They're always just like, well, do you want to get a wash with that cut? I'm like, no, I take showers. So they do it. And then the last thing, they're like, do you want to donate money to dying kids? I'm like, not today.
I've started going to sports clips. They're a little less, but Great Clips around here is ridiculous. I mean, everywhere you go, it's like a 2-hour wait. What's going on?
It depends on the day, yeah. I usually on my days off, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I can get over there.
But sports clips, they do... their cut kind of includes a few things. Like they'll do the hot towel and the wash and
the hot towel.
Yeah, so you get the haircut, you go back into their little like dark room. It's very weird.
Yeah.
But they put a hot towel over your face, they wash your hair, and then they have a machine like buffer thing that they do on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like $20.
You know what
for the whole thing.
You know what I miss about hair cutting places, barbershops, all that? There's not a lot of happy endings going on anymore. Just sometimes
that's always what I think is coming next. Like, would you like a happy ending for an extra charge?
We can't put it on the books. Like it's a tip only.
Like you go into the back room. There's 3 little seats there. They take you to the third one so no one outside can see.
And they close the curtain.
Close the curtain.
Like, okay. So what would you like me to do? I'd be like, girl, you just do whatever you got to do. Or sir, I guess. It depends who's cutting your hair.
At sports clubs, it's all girls.
Really? Okay.
Sometimes though, they'll have an actual experienced hair cutting. The one here in Somerville, I haven't had a bad experience. They all actually can cut hair.
Oh.
It's not like the people that work at Walmart or whatever.
Yeah.
You can tell.
They
if
cut
it's
like a friggin' inch round ring around your ear.
Yeah.
Where you look like Dumbo. It's yeah.
So I've had quite a few people there that do a really good job, but it's always so like I'm like, listen, I'm married. I don't want you to wash my hair.
Yeah. Please don't touch me because you don't understand what can of worms you're going to open or the can of worm.
And I know that's not what's going on, but it's just so weird.
I know.
The whole thing is weird. But no, like when they do the thing on your shoulders and all, I like it. So that's where I go.
I know, but the thing is, it like sends chills down my spine. It makes me just I pass out. Like I just want to fall asleep forever.
I need to go get another massage.
Did you do that? Because you asked me where I went.
We're going to. We haven't done it yet.
Okay.
But we got one on the cruise ship. That was the first time I have ever had a massage. We did a couples massage.
And you got to tell your wife to get on it.
I'm telling you, I didn't have back pain for 6 months.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was incredible. So we want to go do it again. And she asked me to, because the problem is sometimes you'll go and they're not so clean and that kind of thing. So she said, where did he go? If they liked it, we'll go there
too. It's quiet. You go in, it was really dark, and you go into the room and you lay on there and they're like, okay, where do you want me to focus? And you're like, where I want you to focus, baby. Do it. And so while she's doing that, your wife's over there like, get your hand off my husband's junk. No, they, with my wife, she essentially just did a full body. I did a full body. I just got a very heavy breathing man. Yeah.
I had like a Korean lady.
Oh, well, see, those are fine because they're tough, man. They'll rip you apart.
Yeah.
And they'll tear your shoulder. But that's the thing. I like it. I always do the deep tissue because it destroys me, and then I want to pass out and die forever.
Yeah, she used like the rolling pin.
Ooh.
Oh, man. And I'm going to tell you, I have heel on my right. I have a weird walk, and it's because I have a pinched nerve in my back.
Oh.
Been like that for a long, long time. So I have a kind of a waddle.
Yeah, it's kind of like a wounded bird.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so bad. I've learned to overcompensate. But if you ever watch me, I have a bit of a weird, gait. And because of it, one of my heels, there's a lot of constant extra pressure on that heel.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of heel pain.
Yeah.
And, oh, man, she did that with that wood thing on my foot, and I was like, oh, Jesus.
Have you ever done acupuncture?
No, you've told me about that.
I loved it. I used to go weekly. Like, I went for a week.
But your insurance covers it, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So the way it works in New York, the way it works is, you just keep coming, and eventually you hit your max out of pocket, and then they get all the money, right? So they don't charge you the copay, so you keep coming. They're supposed to. They're supposed to do the copay, but they don't. So I was, essentially going for free. I mean, what I paid for insurance out of my paycheck, of course, but I would go every week, every Wednesday. I had an appointment, and I'd go in there, and man, it it made my muscles relax in such a way that even massaging doesn't always do. Because it like they stick you with it, and then your muscles will spasm and kind of go crazy, and then they'll just relax. And I did it on like my lower back, my calves. My calves are crazy. But my shoulder, he like I remember the guy who would do it. He would stick it. He's like, man, there's something in his shoulder. There's just a lot going on. He would hold a pin there. It would spasm for 15 minutes.
Does it hurt?
No. So when they stick you, it doesn't hurt at all. In fact, you just kind of like, I could just fall asleep forever. It's really nice. When it spasms, it hurts a little bit. You're very aware of it. It's like having not a Charlie horse because it's just kind of flip flop, like flap flap.
Kind of like when you use the electrode things, like whenever.
Kind of like that.
They're supposed to like shake your muscles.
Yeah, but your muscles are doing it themselves.
Yeah.
And when he would do it on my shoulder, man, it would just keep going, and I'd be like, and it would be.
Well, I really want to try it. There's a couple things I want to try. I want to try acupuncture. I want to go to a chiropractor.
Yeah, I love them too.
Yeah, I a lot of people are skeptical, but I think I want to go, but I'm pretty much sold on it. Like
I felt good, dude. Have you ever had your back cracked? That's what it. You go in there and they.
I do it myself. I mean, I have to.
But man, when you get on the table or the thing you lay on, it lines up just perfectly, and they know just where to do it.
Yeah.
You'll hear so many cracks, especially if you haven't done it in a while, and then they crack your neck both ways, and it loosens you up, man. I'm telling you, like I was doing. I have a lot of tension. You do, especially on my shoulders. I do too, man. And I wish I knew like the people around here so I could do it. But when I lived in New York, it was acupuncture Wednesdays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the morning. I would do physical therapy, which would include chiropractor, and then on every Friday I would have a massage. Where I work, there is a massage room. Really? Yes, and there's a massage therapist on staff. Yeah. How much that cost? Well, I don't know. I haven't tried it. I'm a little shaky on because I am a contract worker as it is right now. Right. Hoping that changes, but anyway, it's not. So I'm a little shaky on whether or not I'm allowed to. I think I am, but I need to go try it out because she's there. Like, there's a girl in there every day, certain couple hours. I wonder how much. I think it's free. If it's free, dude, I don't even care if you work there or not. Just do it. They have a room that's I walk by it every day. There's two like a bed you get massages on in there, and they have the little scent. I don't know how you get work done over there, man. I feel like all they're doing is giving you so many perks you don't have time to do your work. I'm telling you, I wish you could see it. Yeah. I wish you could see it. Well, I tried. Games and no. It's wild. No, I had interviewed there, and I was too dumb to get a job I don't think that was the case. Nick swore. He's like, no. Dude, you're smarter than everybody here. I'm like, oh, really? And then I went in there like, all right, Derek, wide is equal MC squared, and tell us the meaning of life. And I'm like, well, 5. Can I call a friend? And then I call Nick, and Nick doesn't even know the answer. And I'm like, darn, I don't know. And they're like, sorry, critical thinking. We'll call you tomorrow. They never called. Well, speaking of calling, I want to get to this because, and then we need to do a commercial break. Yeah. But this week, I mean, I'm telling you, this is like epic to me. I was pretty sure that Comcast was in the running to buy Fox. Yeah. To run up the price. Yeah. That's what I think. I know you said it on the show. I think Rupert Murdoch, and I'm going to say it again, called up whatever that guy's name is. The guy at Comcast and Bob Iger hate each other. Really? And so I think Rupert calls him up and says, listen, buddy. I think his name is Steve. You go ahead and put in a bid because it's ludicrous. Yeah. Comcast had to raise the money. It was going to put them in like $60 billion worth of debt. Who does that? I mean, they're not going to do that. For X-Men? I don't think so. Well, they would own part of Star Wars. A New Hope. Yeah, well, I mean, and plus all the Fox channels. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. So I was pretty sure $71.3 billion was Disney's counteroffer. Yeah. Bob Iger said, all right, you son of a, $71.3 billion? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Like, that is unbelievable. He's ready to go. That's crazy. Can you fathom that much money? No.
And
I don't think we're
and
ever
there
gonna
are,
have that.
I don't know all of the we're not going to go through all of it, but there's an option for like the majority of this to be cash.
Yeah. Disney's got it.
That's
Disney will
like
be
that's
fine.
Bob Iger like, look,
Yeah. We want it.
this just got real. So I mean,
Because that's going to keep the Marvel Universe fresh for at least 10 years.
oh my god,
Think about it.
I just can't even imagine. But the cool thing about this, I saw an article. Rupert Murdoch's fortune jumps by $1.2 billion following that bid, and that let's see, that puts him, where is he at now? The top world's billionaires according to Forbes.
Mm-hmm.
He went up almost $2 billion net worth just from this.
God, man.
I'm trying to quickly look for what his total is,
When
but
you
I
got
don't
money.
see it.
I want to tell you why you're looking for that. Did you see that AT&T, as a result of their merger, they're going to come out with this $15 plan for a TV show, like cable-ish?
Oh, yeah?
It's going to have 30 channels. It's not going to have sports, but like ESPN, but it's going to have like A&E,
Yeah, okay.
Teen Nick, Nicktoons, History Channel, Discovery Channel, True TV, like all these really cool channels.
Yeah.
$15
Really?
a month. Yeah.
See, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
There's so many people with cable. If you're talking about just TV,
Yeah.
why are we paying more than that? And internet prices too. Because again, I have unlimited internet on my phone
Yeah.
for $50 a month.
Yeah.
Why am I paying $150?
Dude, you had the choice. See, you're acting like someone who held a gun against your head and said, "Damn it, Nick, buy cable." But I've never owned cable. Never. As an adult, I've never paid for it. I've always done streaming. You could have done DirecTV Now, and it would have been cheaper. And
they're still doing it. They're not offering the Apple TV anymore, but when I went to the theater for Incredibles 2, there was a commercial for that, actually.
It's $10 a month for 3 months. Right now is their deal.
I just don't want to get a satellite, but it might
You
be
don't
worth
need
trying.
a satellite.
Oh, it's not a satellite?
No, DirecTV Now is streaming.
Oh.
So what you do is you could download the app on your phone and watch TV.
Yeah, but you have to have internet.
Well, yeah, you have to have internet, yeah.
So.
Well, you have internet.
Well, I know, but that's the majority of what I'm paying for.
Yeah, but you got to have internet, and
I
then
think internet by itself is like $70.
Yeah, all right. DirecTV Now is $35 for their lowest.
So it is still
channel.
cheaper. Still cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, you get 60 channels.
Yep.
And you get DVR, 20 hours of DVR with it.
Here we go. I found it.
Okay, all right.
Rupert Murdoch is cashing in. First of all, he had, what was the percent? He had 80% of his net worth tied up in Fox assets.
What a dummy.
So he got a surge. The stock surge gave him an extra $2 billion.
Yeah.
But now his net worth is $19.2 billion at the end of trading on Friday. So almost $20 billion.
I wish I had that problem.
That's crazy.
I don't even need that much. Like, we're talking, just throw me $1 million and I'm good.
Yeah.
We're out of debt. Probably going to buy a little bigger house. Probably going to build a nice little music studio in there. But you know what I mean? Like, God, just $1 million.
I know. This is $20 billion with a B.
F. Why aren't we this rich?
I can't even imagine that kind of wealth.
I know. I'm trying to imagine a world where we could have that kind of money. I don't think we're ever going to, but
I mean, you never know. To the Echo could really take off. We could become a media empire and buy Disney.
We'll get bought by Disney. Yeah, they seem to be buying everybody nowadays. So
I know,
we're
it's just going to be. I'm okay with that world because I'm a Disney fanatic. But when you really think about it, it's pretty wild.
Hey, whenever you're ready, Disney, we'll sign the red line.
We'll be family friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, kids.
Yeah. I don't know.
Actually, we better not do that. We're going to get sued.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a commercial break.
All right. I guess we could do that.
We'll be right back at To the Echo Radio Show. So why don't you just
shut up?
Stick around.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Nick Bosley, and I have a brand new endorsement called Procrastinators, Inc. Let me tell you all about it. Do you ever find yourself bogged down by work with too much to do and too much to think about? Do you ever find yourself sounding like this kid that we found on the street? His name's Billy. I would write this paper, but I'm so tired of school, and the regular excuses aren't working anymore, like my dog ate my homework. Well, Billy, that excuse is outdated. You see, at Procrastinators Inc., what we do is take your information and put it into our patented technology. We have a very special early warning system computer that will print out your customized excuse. Excuses like, my house burned down and I'm living in a ditch, or my mother died after being in a train that ran off a cliff. At Procrastinators Inc., we want to give you the best excuse possible. Here, Billy, let's give it a try. Just put in your name, Billy, there we go, and a few other things. And here we are, your customized excuse. This is amazing! I'll never have to write a paper again! Teacher, I would have written my paper, but my mom died after her train ran off a cliff. Billy, that doesn't even make any sense. You fail. You've got to be kidding me. I want a refund. Well, at Procrastinators Inc., we can't guarantee you'll have good results today, but we'll sure try to get them tomorrow. Well, that doesn't help me very much today. We could get you a refund tomorrow. Ah! Procrastinators Inc., we're working for a better today, tomorrow.
What would you do if a child was crying in front of you? Not that kid. He's just upset that his mother didn't buy him a toy. What if there were children that didn't have the means to help themselves? Well, fast forward 30 years and you've got two in front of you. Hi, I'm Derek Daisy, co-host of To The Echo radio show. Looking around the studio, there isn't much to brag about. There aren't big screen 4K curved TVs, custom guitars, top-of-the-line computers, jacuzzis of beautiful women, or arcade machines. It's just two fat guys talking in front of mics purchased from a Goodwill. But that could all change. What if all you had to do was put your hand in your pocket and pull out $10? That's right, for just $10 a day, you can change a life. You'll turn the studio into a fortress that only rich people can dream about. And if you act now, you'll be able to donate $10 additional a day without additional fees. The nicer studio will attract bigger and better guests and give Nick something better to talk about than comic books or my endless stories of being captain on my college football team. $10 will give us the Teslas that we deserve. It will turn frowns into smiles and tears of pain and anguish into tears of happiness and joy. Be a part of the change. Save not only my life, but Nick's life too. Make a donation and the show can be great. To donate, contribute at patreon.com/totheecho or go to Nick's Bank on the corner of Martin Luther King Drive and Dark Alley.
Hey, I'm hungry. I heard Slammin' Salmon just opened. Let's go get some.
Okay.
Hi, I'd like a table for two.
You like to buy a table or two? We can help you with that.
What?
Hi, I'm Steve Booger III, and we just opened a Slammin' Salmon in town. We've got new bed sets, kitchen sets, and living room sets. Multiple colors, beautiful arrangements. It's so good it's slammin'.
But I'm just in the mood to have some salmon.
Well, we're not a restaurant, we're a furniture store. Slammin' Salmon, the best furniture store in the Southeast.
But why do you call it Slammin' Salmon?
Because every time we make a sale, we smash a salmon's head in with a hammer. Slammin' Salmon. Slam it, bam it, sit on it.
And welcome back to the Echo Radio Show.
So it's funny because you made a comment, and this was a Drew Howard joke about how, like different channels will or different commercials will ask for different money to help raise kids.
Yeah.
The Sarah McLachlan commercial, I was doing research when I made that commercial because I was like, I got to make it authentic.
Yeah.
And she raises, it was, what was it? It wasn't 50 cents. So it was 50 cents a day for kids and one of the ones for kids, right? Yeah. It was 80 cents for animals.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, well, 80 cents for animals? They're animals. We're
exactly.
people. Why aren't we taking care of the people? I understand if somebody's like, well, I'm just taking $1 to help the kid,
Yeah.
Animals are getting way more. And probably because they're paying for Sarah McLachlan to do this commercial.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, that was 15 years ago. But Yeah.
But they're still on.
Yeah, I mean, I lifted some words just straight out of there. What if you could reach into your pocket and pull out that one was Alyssa, or what is her name? She was in Charmed.
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, Milano. Yeah, she's in there. What if you could reach in your pocket and pull out 50 cents for just 50 cents a day? I was like, well, yeah, well, if you could do that, why can't you pull out $10 and give it to us? We need stuff too. It's terrible and selfish, but hey, I like money.
Why not?
We got bills. Hey, we're starving here.
You know what else we got?
What?
We got jokes.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Now, Derek, this one's just for you.
It's always for me. I always forget to bring crap for you because you always get pissed off.
Now, now, this game asks a very simple question.
Okay.
At what age will you peak?
In what way?
Like your actual peak, just your life. When's your life going to peak? It's all downhill after this age.
Oh, God.
You ready?
Yeah. Here we go.
I was shocked.
Okay. Why, yours was after 15,
I'm
wasn't
already
it?
going downhill.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Now, these are, so you're just going to select one of these answers.
Okay.
The question is, do you consider yourself a kid at heart? The answers are, yes, definitely. No, I've always been mature for my age. Or I definitely have my moments.
Yes, definitely.
All right, there we go. What are you most looking forward to in life? Getting a dream job? Having kids? Buying a house? Retirement? Or none of the above?
I've done everything but retire. I'm not really looking forward to retiring, honestly, but I'll put retirement
all
because that's all I have ahead of me.
Okay. What do your Friday nights usually look like, Derek? Do you have Netflix in bed? Drinks at a local bar? Dancing at a club? Staying home with the fam? Or none of the above? As if there's anything else.
Staying home with the fam.
All right.
But I think Netflix goes hand in hand with that, doesn't it?
Well, we're going to go with Staying at Home with the Fam.
Okay.
All right.
Fine.
Which of these shows would you choose to watch? Girls, Sex and the City, or Golden Girls?
Golden Girls.
Okay.
Hands down.
Yeah, me too.
Love that show.
How do you take your coffee? With cream, with sugar, with cream and sugar?
Black.
All right. That is one of the answers. Very good.
Good.
Would you rather listen to the news or to music?
Music.
All right. Does the idea of a staycation sound appealing to you?
Yes.
All right.
Love staycations.
Pick your favorite holiday. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, or New Year's.
Christmas.
How often are you stressed out? All the time? Pretty rarely? Or definitely somewhere in between?
Stressed out? Rarely. I don't feel that stress anymore.
All right.
You know.
Which quote resonates with you more? Youth is wasted on the young, or youth has no age?
Youth has no age.
All right. Pick a level of responsibility you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
Plant owner, fish owner, dog owner, child haver, or I take no responsibility whatsoever.
Child haver.
All right. Your typical Sunday morning's plans consist of what? Brunch with your friends, sleeping until noon, going to the gym, or none of the above?
None of the above.
All right.
I'm usually working on Sundays.
Which level of school would you say you enjoyed the most? Elementary, middle, high, or college?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I know.
Well, I hate you, so high school.
All right, what's the best part of being an adult? Eating pie whenever I want? Being able to legally buy alcohol? Or having my own money?
Having my own money.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
right.
sure. I don't...
Do you make an effort to keep up with trends? Absolutely or absolutely not?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the middle on that one, but I'm going to go more with absolutely because I don't like shun trends.
All right. We got 4 more of these. What's usually the best part of your day? Breakfast, leaving work, dinner with your family, or going to bed?
Dinner with my family.
All right. I generally feel like I have my life together. True? False? LOL, does anyone actually feel this way?
True.
Okay. Pick a word to describe yourself. Creative, adaptable, confident, stable, or easygoing.
Creative.
All right. Pick a word that rhymes with peak. You can choose meek, chic, creak, squeak, or weak.
Squeak.
Okay, that's the one I chose too. And finally, how old are you right now? You're in your 30s, so I'm just going to pick 30s.
Yeah, thanks. You know my age. 31.
Well, are you ready for your answer?
I guess.
You're going to... I'm very jealous.
Thank you.
You're going to peak at 83 years old.
Wow! I got my whole life ahead of me.
Your best years are way ahead of you. By the time you're in your 80s, you'll be the social club president of your nursing home. Now, who's ready for bingo?
Yeah, well, based on the things I do at work now, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, bingo. Yep, that's me.
So, I guess you win.
83?
So my peak was 25.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I peaked 7 years ago.
I know, you're... Yep, I think we could all agree to that.
All right. Well, that's our show.
Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody who made this possible.
Yeah, Jesus, my mom, my dog, your face.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Thanks. I appreciate that. As you know, totheecho.com.
That's right.
Where you can find out all kinds of stuff about us. Spreaker.com.
Yep. Spreaker.com is our lovely host. SPREAKER.com. Search for To The Echo Radio Show. And also tweet us at To The Echo Radio.
Really? Seriously? Tweet us.
Yeah.
Even if you don't tweet.
We've actually been getting quite a few tweets recently.
I know. I'm thinking about starting a new thing, honestly, where you and I just take a half hour out of the week and we just start commenting on everything we see to get our name out there until we get people to respond to us.
Yeah. I do it every once in a while. I'll go and try to comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been fun.
I like Twitter. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool.
I do feel bad about, did you see what what happened to them?
Well, I saw a string from them, but what?
Yeah, so while Windchop, somebody had wrote this really, really mean review of their whiskey covers. Like,
on
Reddit.
I saw your responses. I didn't know what it was about.
On Reddit, yeah. I mean, they tore them up. They were excited because somebody took the time to destroy them. But I was like, ooh, that was savage.
I like their whiskey covers.
I do too. But I mean, this person's like, man, you guys don't look like you take. You got to go read it. Read our Twitter. That's where you're gonna find this.
Yeah.
Outside of that, of course, Patreon, because we want 4K curved TVs.
You can see it over here on
room.
the television.
Yeah, you see, this is like a 1997 television.
Yeah, actually, it probably is. No, it's not.
Vizio. It's like 2007, 2008, probably.
Yeah.
Outside of that, of course, this coming week, this Sunday, we should have an R&B artist coming on.
Yes, Glancy Kelly. So come Sunday night, check him out.
Yep. Outside of that, I guess the only other news that we have is Nick has lost an additional 8 pounds from last week.
Yep.
He's down 16 pounds.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Feeling good.
About ready to drop these pants.
Yep. And you know
never
what happened?
wear them again.
You know what happens when he drops those pants? People get offended.
Yeah, generally. Not going to do it here on the show, at least not when the camera's rolling.
I don't feel good now.
Well, I'm Nick O'Kelly.
I'm Derek Daisy.
And we'll see you Sunday night, 9 o'clock, To The Echo Radio Show.
See you then.
To the